guys, welcome back to yet another makeup tutorial by me. In today's video I'll be showing you guys how to achieve the cut crease that I have on now, and it's pretty simple in my opinion. It's beginner friendly and I hope you enjoy it. If you do, please like, comment and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys on my next video. Before applying any type of eyeshadow, you need to first base or prime your lids. Here I am using my concealer, and the lighter the concealer, the better. The concealer is going to help with the longevity of the makeup, and it's going to help the eyeshadow pop just a little bit more. So make sure that you blend it in very nicely so that when you start applying your eyeshadow, you can have a very smooth canvas to work on. To start creating the look, you're going to need a small fluffy brush, and we are going to use the brown from this Modern Dolls Coral palette. The brown is going to act as our transition color, and how I apply this brown is I pat in the product into the crease, right into the crease of my eye, and then I blend it using circular motions and wind wiper motions. And I am also using a very light hand to apply the eyeshadow, and I am building it up slowly but surely until it gets to the type of dark that I want. And I just continue blending until I am happy with the result. When you do your other eye, do reblend that concealer because it's most probably creased by now, and I'm going to do to this eye what I did to the other eye using wind wiper motions and circular motions to blend that transition color right into my crease. So the transition color, you guys, is basically going to help give this look life and some depth. Now that I look like a fairly crazy person, I want to further blend that transition color, and I'm going to use that color from the same palette, and I'm going to use the same brush to blend out the edges of that brown. Now as you can see, you're already seeing the difference. It's making it seem more blended and more well put together, and as a beginner this step can really elevate your look without you having to do too much work as far as blending goes. Once you're done with your blending and you're happy with it, we're going to move on to cutting the crease. You're going to need a flat concealer brush and some concealer or eyeshadow base. And now that we are cutting, step 1, make sure to raise your brows as far as you can. Step 2, make sure that your brush has enough product. If you don't have enough product on your brush, your crease is not going to be crisp. It's not going to be user friendly. So make sure you have enough product. And then to cut your crease, you basically are drawing a dome right into your crease. Well, you are basically cutting the crease. And then take your time, you guys, and make sure you are using a really flat brush and a really thin brush so that it can help you with your precision. The key to the perfect cut crease is taking your time and being really patient with yourself. Now this is in real time. This footage is in real time because I really wanted you guys to see exactly what I am doing and, you know, the patience that I'm giving myself. I'm not a beginner, and yet, you know, I still need to take a lot of time to perfect the crease. So, you know, give yourself time. Like, practice, honestly guys, practice really does make perfect. So take it one step at a time, be patient, you know, be very slow, don't jaha anyway. Obviously as a beginner, you're not gonna go out with the first cut crease you do, so just be patient with yourself and take all the time you need. Make sure that you are doing it with a lot of time in your hands so that you cannot jaha the process. I don't know what jaha is in English, honestly, but I mean, I'm sure you can feel what I'm trying to say. Be patient. That's what I'm saying. Be patient with yourself and make sure you get that dome shape to be as perfect as you possibly can. Because the advice here is to use enough product, sometimes it can be a bit excess. So after drawing your line and getting it all straight and proper, make sure to drag the concealer downwards and cover the entire lid as well. So in this footage, you will see me doing a lot of tweaks here and there, and it really is just about preference. I fixed the beginning of the crease because I just felt like that's what I wanted to do. That's the shape that I wanted. You can create a dome that is a dome-like shape that you are comfortable with and that you personally see as, okay, this is good, I'm comfortable with this one. Because at the end of the day, what's important is that you are happy with what you did on your face or your eyelids or yeah, whatever. And apologies for my mirror. Apologies for my mirror. I cannot, for the life of me, I cannot hold this mirror properly. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm so sorry. But yeah, the mirror is gonna definitely make a feature from, now and then. So forgive it, forgive it. If you don't know exactly where to cut your crease, you can use this trick and put a concealer onto your eyelid, look up, and the highest point that the concealer has reached or the concealer has transferred to, that is the highest point that you can cut your crease so that you avoid any type of transfer once you are done with your eye look. And this is a great trick to use because sometimes if you cut directly into your crease, it's not going to work out very well for you. Just like myself, I have kind of hooded eyelids, so you can't go directly into your crease. You have to go just a little upwards, and ignore that natural crease for a bit, just so that your makeup can stay on, right? So you continue using basically the same technique. Be steady, use a good amount of product, and patience, guys. Patience. When you're happy with the shape of your crease, you can go ahead and blend the edges out using your finger or whatever. Harsh lines are a complete no-no when it comes to makeup. And also crooked lines, guys. As you can see, I'm going back in to straighten that up. If you feel like you didn't do your best job, or you can get it more snatched or straighter, definitely go back in and do exactly that. Beginner or not, cutting the crease is not the easiest thing, especially when you are a bit out of practice. So please do practice and you should be fine. Blending out that concealer is also very important, so go ahead and blend with your sponge, but be very, very careful and use the brush that you use to cut the crease. Yeah, this mirror is so distracting. Use the brush that you used to further blend your concealer.
Right on there.
The hard part is over. Now we're just doing the fun stuff, which is blending. So you're gonna blend the outer edges there using the same brush you used to apply your transition color, and we're gonna go back into that dark brown and we're just gonna blend the edges there, and using a light hand and circular motions, you pat the product in, you blend it using circular motions until you are happy with the blend. So now what's happening is I am reblending the concealer with my concealer brush because I am prepping my eyelids for an eyeshadow, right? So to apply the eyeshadow, you're going to use a brush, and I'm going to use that what is this color? Cream white. Because it is beginner, so I don't want to go too dramatic with anything. So we're going to pat in that cream white into, the lid, the bottom half of the cutted crease. And please be very careful when you apply it, when you apply this color. You can also use any color really, but because it is beginner friendly, I don't want to do something too dramatic. So yeah. And we back in blending again. One thing about eyeshadows, guys, you will go back in and blend, go back in and blend, do a step, go back, yeah, it's like that. So now what you see me doing is just an extra step to elevate the look. I'm taking that orangey light brownish color we used to further blend our transition, so it's the same colors that we're using, and I'm putting it right in the middle of the cream white and the dark brown. This is going to elevate the look and help it seem a whole lot more blended and a whole lot more seamless. Now, as I said, with eyeshadow, there isn't any specific rules. So if you feel like you need to go back in with a certain color and blend more, then absolutely go ahead. The more you blend, the better. After all this, I went off cam and applied some eyeliner, eyelashes, and a full face.
What would you rate yourself on a scale of 1 to 10?
I'm a 10.
A 10?
Yeah.
That's like flawless though.
Yeah, I am flawless.
You're flawless? Okay, so like what, like let's be real this time. All right, so like on 1 to 10, like for real, like realistically, what would you rate yourself?
A 10.